Thanks. You too. You too, man.
Please take your attention to set court for the winner of your
Philadelphia 76ers started at the other forward position at 6'6", number 0, Josh Richardson. The other forward at 6'9", number 12, Tobias Harris. Starting at point guard, 6 feet 10 inches, number 25, Simmons. The big man, 7 feet, number 21, Joel Embiid.
Welcome, and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening. It sure is fun to watch, D.A. Thank you. And a moment now to look at how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up as we close out the year. Still lots of games left. Here are the rookies off and running in the early going. Things haven't been going so hot for him as he moves through his first year. Maybe, just maybe, he can pick things up and finish the season strong.
And it's been a battle for him so far in his rookie campaign. You've got to give him credit, though, for the way he's fought through the adversity.
Absolutely. I mean, his confidence has taken some hits along the way, but to his credit, he's hung in there pretty good.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. J.J. Barea is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Powell in at the center. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Josh Richardson. Right around the halfway mark, and some players starting to feel a little bit beat up, taking those bumps and bruises. Is it hard to decide which injuries to play through versus the ones that make you sit and miss a game?
You know, I don't think so. If you're a younger player, it may be a little more difficult, but as you've spent time in the league, you know your body. You understand what's an ache and a pain and something you can play with, or an injury that really hampers you. So I think as you mature in the league, it becomes much easier to know what's an injury and what's something that you can work through.
That word tolerance becomes pretty important, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's a little different in that regard, Kevin. Some guys have a high tolerance, others have a low or moderate. But again, it's about knowing your body.
Here's Doncic. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Outside Hardaway. Down low. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Launches a three. Here's Simmons, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Mark, you look at Ben Simmons. Is he the best Australian-born player ever?
Well, you got to remember now, Kevin, and you would know this from your research, Kyrie Irving was actually born in Australia, lived there for a couple of years, and still has dual citizenship. So I'll leave that one to the fans to debate. Irving or Simmons as the best from Australia.
Doncic left side. On the clock. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Shot clock at 3. No good off the back of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Barea. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. That 3 off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Showing off the hook shot. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
A nice shot by Barea.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team-first attitude on display.
Right wing from outside the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Great look, but off the mark.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
No good from Simmons. Mavericks trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's in there.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start it.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
You know, right now, Dallas, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
Now, here's Barea, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
Here's Doncic. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
The first free throw is good.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Passes it to Hardaway. And it's blocked. And he gets it back.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base, those fans will be around for a while, giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
Here's Barea Following the score by Josh Richardson. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Richardson. Right side, Simmons takes a three. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Tobias Harris. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
And there's the pass to Powell. Pass to Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Scott in for Josh Richardson. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Hardaway. Got that one up quick.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Here's Scott. Misses off the left iron.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 9. That cuts the lead to single digits. He's got 11.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
Now, right, following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Count the basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
On the top of the key, jump shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 9.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Doncic against Harris. Doncic, no good. From 15 feet away, here's Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now, here's Doncic. 11 points in the game. It's good. Doncic has got 13.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
The wing jumper off target. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 7. Passes it to Brunson. Doncic outside. Dallas moving it around. Brunson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Al Horford with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 7. Shot on the wing. Here's Scott. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Doncic. Nice D from Scott. Philadelphia's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Offensive rebound. Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
You know, that's not an easy assignment, as Porzingis showed there. He's a lot to handle.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their 2 young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, it sometimes is hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
Now here's Brunson. 8 points his last outing. They get a hand on it. Now here's Ennis. He's covered closely, and that one drops for him. He's got 15. And for Simmons and Embiid, a clash of styles, too. Simmons, you know, Clark, is at his best in transition.
And, you know, Embiid, guys, is more a half-court threat, attacking in the post. Long term, I think they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between those two.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Horford. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboards. These second chance buckets are killing them.
Now here's Brunson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And no good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Porzingis. That shot, no good. And so it's Philadelphia looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but
I've been on my lonely trying to write life. There ain't no more things up in this life. She said don't be stressing in the limelight.
Completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Luka. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Wright. Hardaway trying to free himself up. And they get it back. But they get it back. Barea against Scott. And another shot. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Berea's got 4 this quarter. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. White is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Kleba in at the 4-man position.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And so it's Dallas with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Here's Barea. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shot from 16. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 21 points in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Barea the pass to Powell. And they pick up 2. Hardaway against Harris. The 76ers leading by 20. Kicks it to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. That shot misses. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Kleba. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
You know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. On when you see that step-back 3, Clark for Doncic. Shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what? They say Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top-notch, just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness, too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
And he can't hit the second.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now, here's Doncic. 16 points for him. Right outside. Dallas, no good that time either. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Wright. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Doncic finds Hardaway. Wright outside, beyond the arc. Here's Powell, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Powell is a solid rebounder, excellent at hitting the boards and gobbling up rebounds.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Doncic with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Doncic, no good.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Second chance shot, again, Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Mavericks call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Here's Wright. 9 points last game. 1:53 left now here in the second. Dallas again missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And the dunk by Embiid. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Here's Doncic. 76ers getting the bucket. And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Curry's checked in for Hardaway.
Seth Curry.
.125 left here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Curry can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Dallas shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Harris against Doncic. Wright dishes to Doncic. To end the run, it's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the inside. Bucket is good. He has 38 in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Harris. Here's Porzingis. Shoots over Scott. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
And, you know, with Porzingis, the potential is really exciting. I mean, with his size and skill set, I think he's got a chance to be a dominant force for a long time.
Here's Simmons. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
That's good from Simmons.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And Porzingis, here we go, softly drops in the floater. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, how about the coordination from Porzingis initiating as the ball handler in the pick and roll? You don't see many 7-3 guys do that.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break.
Kevin, thanks. Well, Che, in the first half, you did find your rhythm from outside the arc with 4 threes. How have you been so keyed in?
Hey, to be honest, I've just been trying to take care of myself a little more. Make sure I look and feel great every day. What's the saying? Look good, feel good, play good. That's me right now.
Good. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Ben Simmons. The 76ers shooting in offensive execution has been beyond great. They're 63% from the floor in this game. Offensive rebound. Harris's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Powell. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. 18 points for Luka Doncic.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Here's the floater. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the break. And here they go. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. One-on-one fast break. And Dallas again with the bucket.
You know, so active on the offensive end is Hardaway Jr. You can tell he feels comfortable taking quick shots like that one.
Mark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Barea against Simmons. Barea kicks to Hardaway. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 4 assists now tonight.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hardaway has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Boy, he's so dangerous. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
And it goes down 2 points.
Killer instinct just fanning the Flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Warriors, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the 76ers. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. There's the pass to Doncic. Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 22 points.
Boy, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
Out to the right wing. Here's the three. Kleba with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the dunk by Doncic.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Here's Kleba. The three. And the three ball is good. Kleba's got his third basket of the night right there.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Hardaway against Simmons. Hardaway finds Brunson. Now here's Doncic. Back to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Over O'Quinn, and another basket for Dallas.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. Brunson's got 9.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Pass to Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got 26.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it? And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's Brunson. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like if you were going to design one? What would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Porzingis against Horford. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him, and the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his first foul. Market.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
On the floor for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Pound. J.J. Barea is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's right in at the 3 slot. Lee passes to Brokaw. Here's Kleba. The dish to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. There's Lee with the 3. He's off on that one. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle. I'm Ernie.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one of the last few games. Wow. What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
Shaq, man, the best has yet to come. I know you're going to kill me for saying that. I'll probably go in a tank the next couple of games, but that's all right, man. But that's just the confidence I have, the confidence in my abilities, the abilities of my teammates. This has been a good run for me, but it's only going to get better going forward, unless it doesn't.
Going into the tank, the fish tank or the gas tank? Back to you, Ernie.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.
Man. Hey, what's your name? What's your name? You're a star, Brooklyn.
Game ball. Got to give it to the guy who had it going all night long and picked us up when we needed it. Get up here, Che.
What? You heard me?
Nice work, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Coach.
That's it. Get it. Tell him.
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you, guys. I appreciate it, man. I'm humbled. I know how far I came. Thank you, Coach.
Waiting for this guy to go.
Ronnie, man, I saw your dog in the lobby.
Jay, what's going on, man? Looking good.
You know, might rock this to the ESPYs.
Yeah, I think it's a little techie, but I think you should check out with Russ and see if he would be all right with that.
You're right.
Let's do this, man. I'm so glad to have you here. Obviously, You're the 2K cover. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do?
Yeah, we're going to run through some shots. We're going to get your jump shot, layup, and dunk. Let's start with that jump shot.
Okay.
I think you're in a pretty good spot. I'm going to back up over here. All right. Mocap ready. And action. And cut. Wow, that looked great, man.
Appreciate it, Ron.
All right, we got to get a layup. Let's make that happen. All right, mocap ready. And action. And cut. Not exactly what I was looking for.
Want to do one more?
Nah, but you got to reassess your life choices. Let's just keep it moving. Great, just need one more thing. I got to get a dunk.
Anything in particular?
Man, just make it as Che as possible.
Oh, for sure. You heard me?
All right, mocap ready. And action. And cut. That was filthy. That was amazing. Nice job. Nice job, dude.
Oh, man, I feel like I really didn't nail it, you know?
No, it was good. Look, we're going to clean it up in post. It's a video game after all.
For sure.
Hey, nice job.
Thank you, man.
Hey, you're going to love that cover.
For sure, man. Yeah, you the man. You got it for me.
Yeah, we got to ROM you out.
Oh, yeah, the lady Alex in the back told me I'd do that, too.
Yeah,
All right,
A-pose,
cool.
T-pose.
T-pose, like
stuff. Yeah, that's
right, cool.
T-pose.
How long is it going to take?
The alphabet A.
Hey, what's that face rhyme I did? I didn't like that face rhyme,